Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The October 21, 2024 edition of WWE Raw will air live from the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The promotion is currently building towards Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia on November 2. There is a tournament underway on WWE Raw to determine the Judgment Day's Finn Balor and JD McDonagh's next challengers for the World Tag Team Championships. There are 2 tag team tournament matches scheduled for this week's Raw, and Jey Uso will also be defending his Intercontinental Championship against Braun Breaker. Latino World Order's Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee will be squaring off against the Creed brothers, Brutus and Julius Creed, in the tag team tournament this week on Raw. The Creed brothers and Ivy Nile have aligned with Chad Gable to form the American-made faction. The Judgment Day's Dominic Mysterio is not a fan of his father, WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee captured the North American Championship from him last year. Dirty Dom could potentially convince his stablemates to get involved in the tag team match tomorrow night to prevent his father and Dragon Lee from advancing in the tournament. The New Day's Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston will also be competing in the tag team tournament tomorrow night on WWE Raw. The popular duo will be facing the Authors of Pain, and Woods took to social media to poke fun at Akem's image used in the graphic to promote tomorrow night's match. Akem and Rezar, Authors of Pain, are a part of the Final Testament faction, and the group spent months trying to separate the New Day earlier this year. If the New Day comes up short during the tag team match tomorrow night, Woods may finally snap and decide to betray Kingston following the loss. Rhea Ripley battled Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship at WWE Bad Blood with Dominic Mysterio trapped inside a shark cage for the match. Raquel Rodriguez interfered in the bout to end the match via disqualification, and Liv Morgan retained the Women's World Championship. The Judgment Day showed up on the October 11 edition of SmackDown ahead of Liv Morgan's Crown Jewel Championship match against Nia Jax at the Premium Live event next month. The group provided a distraction to cause Jax to lose her singles match against Naomi. Ripley then made a surprise appearance on SmackDown and attacked the faction as they were posing on the entrance ramp and went after the Women's World Champion. The Eradicator could be planning another surprise attack on Morgan during this week's episode of Raw. Bronson Reed unleashed a heinous attack on Seth Rollins on the August 5 edition of Raw and sent the former World Heavyweight Champion home in an ambulance. The Visionary returned on the September 30 episode of Raw and cost Reed the last monster standing match against Braun Strowman. Rollins and Reed are scheduled for a face-to-face during tomorrow night's show. The 2 stars could agree to settle their differences in a marquee singles match next month at WWE Crown Jewel. Jey Uso departed the Bloodline following WWE SummerSlam 2023 and has since become a major singles star on Raw. Jimmy Uso was kicked out of the Bloodline following his loss to Main Event G at WrestleMania XL and returned earlier this month at Bad Blood to help Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes defeat the Bloodline in a tag team match. The Solo Sikoa-led Bloodline holds the numbers advantage over Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso on SmackDown. Jimmy Uso recently suggested to the original Tribal Chief that they ask Jey Uso for help, but Reigns responded by saying no yeet. Jey Uso confronted Solo Sikoa this past Friday on SmackDown and asked him to stop dividing the family during his power struggle with Roman Reigns. The 39-year-old is scheduled to defend the Intercontinental Championship against Braun Breaker tomorrow night on WWE Raw. Uso could announce following the match that he will be heading back to SmackDown to handle family business and help Jimmy Uso and Reigns take down the new version of the Bloodline. WWE Raw is a stage where anything can happen, from shocking returns to unexpected alliances. The show is full of twists that leave fans on the edge of their seats. This week, as we see new storylines unfold, 2 of WWE's most compelling narratives, the Bloodline saga and Rhea Ripley's dominance, are taking center stage. But what if we saw something unexpected? Here are 5 surprises that could shake up WWE Raw. The Bloodline story has been one of the most captivating arcs in WWE history. From Roman Reigns' meteoric rise to dominance as the undisputed Universal Champion, to the struggles within his family, fans have been glued to every development. Jey Uso has been at the heart of this drama, and his decisions have defined the trajectory of the faction. However, Jey Uso's position within the Bloodline has become increasingly uncertain. After months of tension, betrayal, and reconciliation, Jey has found himself caught in the middle of the power struggle between Roman Reigns and his brother, Jimmy Uso. The latest development: Jey Uso is at a crossroads. Could this be the moment when he makes a life-changing decision that could not only affect the Bloodline, but also his future in WWE? One potential surprise is Jey Uso stepping away from the Bloodline entirely. Imagine the dramatic impact of Jey cutting ties with Roman Reigns, perhaps even aligning with a former rival like Sami Zayn or Cody Rhodes. The stakes are high as Jey's decision could reshape the entire faction and even the main event picture of WWE Raw. If Jey turns on Roman and embraces the idea of forging his own path, it would signal a seismic shift in the direction of both the Bloodline and the broader WWE landscape. Moreover, Jey's departure from the Bloodline could lead to an all-out feud between him and Roman, with the possibility of a colossal match at the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. The emotional stakes would be off the charts, as fans have witnessed Jey's personal struggles and his complex relationship with Roman over the years. Rhea Ripley has established herself as one of the most dominant forces in WWE today. As the Women's World Champion on Raw, she has not only obliterated opponents, but also redefined what it means to be a champion in the women's division. However, with no clear contender on the horizon, there is a growing sense that Ripley is running out of worthy opponents. One possible surprise would be Rhea Ripley ambushing a new challenger on Raw, taking the WWE Universe by surprise. Imagine a scenario where Ripley, after successfully defending her title, is celebrating in the ring when a surprise opponent storms the ring to challenge her. This challenger could come from any number of backgrounds. Perhaps a returning superstar like Asuka or Charlotte Flair, or a rising star like Io Sky or Zoe Stark. Ripley, being the ruthless champion she is, could instantly turn this ambush into a brutal beatdown, sending a message that no one is safe when it comes to the Judgment Day leader. This would immediately elevate the new challenger, adding fuel to the fire and setting the stage for a high-stakes championship match. The shock of an unprovoked ambush would add an unexpected layer to Ripley's dominance and cement her status as the most dangerous woman in WWE. Moreover, this could spark a multi-woman rivalry, with Ripley at the center of it all, fighting off multiple challengers as she continues her reign of terror. Whether she faces one opponent or multiple, the unpredictability of who might step up next would keep fans hooked. WWE Raw has seen its fair share of surprise returns, and the women's division is always an area where a sudden comeback can shake things up. One major surprise could involve the return of a long-missed legend or a recent fan favorite. Consider the return of someone like Trish Stratus, who has been involved in a storyline with Becky Lynch. Stratus has proven she can still go toe-to-toe with the best, and a surprise appearance from her could ignite a firestorm in the women's division. She could target Ripley, taking advantage of a weak moment after the champion's match, or perhaps even set her sights on someone like Bianca Belair or Charlotte Flair. A return like this would send shockwaves through the division, and the storyline implications could be massive. A dream match between Ripley and Stratus, or a showdown between Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus would certainly make headlines and create buzz across social media. It would also be a perfect opportunity for WWE to bring in a veteran to elevate the current crop of talent, leading to explosive matches and high-stakes feuds. There has been long speculation that The Rock could make a return to WWE, possibly to confront Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. What if, in a shocking twist, The Rock makes his return earlier than expected to play a pivotal role in the Bloodline saga? Roman Reigns, while controlling the Bloodline with an iron fist, has always been haunted by his family's history, including his famous cousin, The Rock. Imagine a surprise appearance by The Rock on Raw, coming face-to-face with Roman to address the family drama. The Rock's presence would undoubtedly send shockwaves through the WWE universe, especially if it came after Jey Uso made his decision about the bloodline. This could be the moment where the cracks in the faction are fully exposed, with The Rock potentially playing a key role in breaking the bloodline apart. This moment would bring an entirely new level of intensity to the bloodline story, setting up a potential showdown at WrestleMania, where Roman would have to defend his title against the very man who built the foundation of the Inoue family's wrestling legacy. The tag team division on WWE Raw has been ripe with potential for new alliances and rivalries. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, former tag team champions and longtime friends, could shock the WWE universe by coming together once again to challenge for the tag team titles. Imagine a scenario where the current champions, the Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Damian Priest, are celebrating their victory when Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens make a surprise appearance, reuniting as a team to take on the champions. This unexpected reunion could create fireworks in the tag team division, with both teams bringing high-energy matches to the table. Owens and Zayn's alliance would add a layer of unpredictability to the division, especially with their chemistry as one of the most beloved duos in WWE. The Judgment Day might not be prepared for this challenge, leading to a heated rivalry and some epic tag team action. If this alliance leads to a title win, it would further solidify Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens' legacy as one of the most iconic duos in WWE history. WWE Raw is always full of surprises, and with the current storylines involving Jey Uso, the Bloodline, Rhea Ripley, and potential returns from legends like The Rock, the show is primed for explosive moments. Whether it's Jey Uso's major decision about his future, Rhea Ripley's next move in the women's division, or the shock return of WWE legends, fans are in for a wild ride. These surprises could dramatically shift the landscape of WWE and keep viewers on the edge of their seats every week.